What's up?
Leave Daddy alone.
Hey, I can hear you. I can't see you. What's up, man? Hi. It's my son. Oh, there you go. Now I can see you. That's my youngest. That's Ro.
Oh, well, good for you.
What's going on with
My
you?
youngest is peeking out the window right now, like, can I come in now?
We all going through it. It is what it is.
Crazy. Well, I appreciate you and your time.
Ah, not a problem.
Let's chop it up. Neo, the one and only Grammy Award-winning Neo, singer-songwriter, dancer, you feel me? Like, you're the man of many talents, and you're a great actor, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I try.
Everybody can.
I mean, I'm still working on that element of it. You know what I'm saying? Acting doesn't do for me what music does for me just yet. And I feel like once it does, then I'll be a great actor because I'll feel it
through. Naturally, and you gotta work a little harder towards that. But I appreciate you and your time today, man. All day, like
yeah.
It's an earworm. Like, it's super catchy. And you've always been good at doing that. Like, just coming up with melodies and hooks that just stick. You know what I'm saying? Why can't I turn off the radio? You know, sexy love, you to love. Like, I'm like, okay.
Appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I got to give credit where credit is due, though. So, Jeremiah. So we had never worked before this. This is our first time working together. And when he pulled up on me the night that he pulled up, he was playing me ideas. He was like, we can do something from scratch, or I got, kind of half songs that I've done like a hook and a verse to, if you like any of those. I'm like, well, we'll play something. So mind you, everything he played me was dope. Like, he didn't play one thing that I was like, no, that ain't it. But when he played that one, when he played You to Love, I'm like, bruh, hang it up. We done. Let me just hear it. Let's go. Let's put it out right now.
Just like that.
It was a no-brainer. You know what I mean? It was like that sample, and in a way he flipped the whole Computer Love, You to Love. I'm like, you're a genius, bro. So this is me giving Jeremiah his flowers now, because dude is super duper dope. He really is. And then we just put the remix together. Shout out to Lil Durk. Shout out to Queen Naija, who jumped on the remix for me. I am under the complete understanding that I am no longer a spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been almost 20 years.
Really?
Almost 20 years, yeah. And so for this new generation to embrace me still, like that means something to me. So again, shout out Lil Durk, shout out Queen Naija, two cats from the new school that's embracing the seasoned school. We ain't gonna call it the old school, because I am not old, damn it. That's not what it is. Yeah.
Facts. And you mentioned 20 years, so that officially makes it known that you will be in the history books. Every decade, every era, there are people that are in the history books, and you're one of those artists that people will know who Neo is. So hats off to you for that, especially from coming from the songwriter world, where I know you've talked about this a lot, but making that transition into being an artist, that's not easy for everybody.
No. Not at all. Especially considering the fact that most songwriters are somewhat introverts. You know what I mean? Like the more, it's almost like the more creative you are, the less out in the spotlight you kind of want to be, as a songwriter anyway. I've always been able to say it in a song better than I could say it to your face, so to speak. So when I decided to go ahead and try to do the artist thing, there was a lot of things that I had to learn were important, image and all of that stuff that honestly I came to find out are not as important as people tend to make them. But when I first started, were not important to me at all. Like L.A. Reid and Jay-Z had to force me to buy my first piece of jewelry, because I didn't grasp the concept of spending that much money on something that couldn't move or defend me if I got in a fight or feed me if I was hungry. Like, how much does this cost? Oh, y'all out y'all damn mind. Like, no, I don't do that. But they were telling me, it's like, so there's two kind of artists in the world, right? But there's two kind of artist mentalities. There's the artist that the fan wants to live vicariously through. So so that fan wants you to floss, wants you to have the jewelry and the cars and all of that, because they want to live that life through you. And then there's the artist that understands that there are some fans out there that want to be able to see themselves in you. Meaning,
Mm-hmm.
man, he struggles with this too. Or man, he been through that too. Or man, he understand. Like Mary J. Blige is that kind of artist where it's like Mary, we gonna cry with Mary. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Mary's thing. Whatever you want to call him at the time, and like that was like that's who everybody, that's who all cats wanted to be. Like, yeah, I want to put on a fur when it's hot outside because Diddy did it. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So I feel like in the beginning of my career, I was kind of fighting with which one of these kind of artists I wanted to be. I've always been the cat to, I'm the people's champ. You know what I mean? I'm championing the common man. Like it ain't so much about the big car and the jewelry and the clothes and all. It ain't so much about that with me. With me, it's about what's going on in here. Because no matter how much money and fame you have, we all got one of these, and it gets broken sometimes. And you know what I'm saying? Somebody lifts it up sometimes, and these are real things. These are human things, you know. And that's always been my plight, is to tell the story and emotions of human beings. That's my thing. So.
And that was perfectly worded, because I was trying to figure out where you would fall in place with that, because I don't see you as being either or, but you did create your own niche where it's like you will relate to me through my music, through the emotions that I'm trying to get you guys to totally fit you. And that hats off. Like I said, everybody can't do that. And I digress, because just thinking about Jeremiah, who's also a songwriter as well. You know, I think that was genius for you to get together, because both of you are really good at coming up with creative, catchy hooks. So with that in mind, is there another songwriter that you would like to work with that you haven't yet? Because you work with everybody.
Ooh, are you familiar with Labyrinth? You know who that is?
Give me a song.
Okay. So there's a show on HBO that was on HBO just recently called Euphoria. Did you see that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So Labyrinth did all the music in Euphoria.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He's a beast. I believe he's from the UK. I'm not sure, but I believe he's from the UK. He is a monster and has been for quite some time now. I would love to get in the studio with that dude. I really and truly would. Like I just recently was listening to the score from Euphoria, just listening to all the music that he put together. Like, man, this dude is crazy. Like, I'm looking for. So Labyrinth, holla at your boy. I'm looking for you.
I think it's gonna go down after this interview, so
indeed,
I can't wait to hear it. Speaking of shows, World of Dance, I know you've been involved with that. How's that been? Especially during the pandemic.
I gotta say, I love that show. I love the people that put the show together, from the janitor to the person that put the lights up, to the producers, to the man behind the camera, to the people that sit on either side of me. Like it's one of those things where you walk through the halls of that place and you know that everybody's there because they want to be there. You know, like they love what they're doing, and that's a different kind of workspace. You know, it's not that, oh man, I gotta get up and go to work today. It's like, woo, it's work day, let's go. You know what I mean? It's that. You know. Derek Huff, who's was the deaf. He's the one that's kind of I might have missed that way a little bit, but he's a good dude. Like, come on, let's do this TikTok with him. Like, all right, Derek, let's go. He's that dude. And then we have Jennifer Lopez, of course, who is, you know, all-time diva of the world, but not at the same time. She's so down to earth, like more down to earth than you would even expect. It's like there's very few people on the face of the planet. Yeah, but depending on the day, you'll get Jennifer Lopez one day, then you'll get J-Lo one day, then you'll get Jenny from the Block one day. It's like it depends on what you did to pull out which one. You normally don't want to see Jenny from the Block because that's when that Bronx come out and you know you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's a beautiful situation, man. We've been on for 4 seasons. And Lord willing, we'll get a 5th season, and you know, I'm a phone call away. They know that. They know if they need me, I'm right there.
For sure. I mean, that's one of my favorite shows. The talent that comes out of there, just across the, you see it, it's like, yo, we are some pretty creative, powerful human beings. You know?
Indeed we are. And every season, at the end of every season, I go, how the hell are we gonna top this? What is somebody gonna do to top this? And every new season, I get proven wrong. Every single season. So it's like, yeah, I'm looking forward to season 5. But definitely am.
Facts. Well, you mentioned TikTok. I see that you on your TikTok and your Triller game now. So is
I'm
that
trying to,
something?
you know what I'm saying? I got music out, and that seems to be the wave. So let me jump in here and try a little something, you know.
I
But I
see
just
the hashtag You Love Challenge.
yeah, the whole hat thing that we came up with. You know, I went over to the Triller house. Like they got a house up in the hills in LA, and it's a big beautiful spot. And you know, I sat with the people that like kind of came up with the whole thing, and they was like, all right, well, we gotta let's figure out the You to Love challenge. Like, all right, well, what we doing? So they just pulled out all these hats. They're like, we know you wear hats, so maybe we could do something with the. I'm like, all right, let's give it a try, and it worked. And yeah, I just love the way that they embraced me, considering the fact that I just wasn't on it. You know what I mean? I just wasn't. I just didn't feel like I'm like. I'm 41 years old. Come on, man. I just that's how I felt. But now I understand that it's not so much about how old you are or whatever. It's about the fun of it. Like it's fun. It's enjoyment.
Absolutely.
It's entertainment at the end of the day. So shout out to Triller for embracing me the way that they did. I had a great time over there. I'm gonna be doing some more stuff with them coming real soon. Yeah.
So I know you mentioned your hats. Do you have more hats or more shoes, like sneakers? Because you be on your
100% hats.
too.
100% hats.
How
If
many?
I have,
Ballpark guess.
I couldn't even put a number on it. I really couldn't. Because I got
Oh,
stuff. I got stuff here. I got stuff in storage in LA. I got stuff in storage in Atlanta. I got stuff in storage in New York. I got stuff in my mama's house. My mama called me every other day, like, we don't come get all these damn hats out of my basement so that I can paint down here. My mom started painting, and I don't want to get no paint on your hat, but if some get on there, it's your own fault, because I told you to come get your hats. It's that. Yeah, so I have a lot of hats. And the whole hat thing stems from, to anyone that does not know, I started losing my hair at a really, really young age. Like, I'm talking like 7th, 8th grade. Like, it started thinning. And we all know how cruel and mean grade school children can be. You know what I mean? So I used to get in a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? All the time, somebody picking on me, and then, all right, now we got to squabble. So in order to prevent me from fighting all the time, I was the one kid that was allowed to wear my hat, so that wouldn't nobody pick on me, so that I'd be all right.
Oh, wow.
As time progressed, and I stopped giving a damn about what people thought. But then by that point, it's like I kind of feel naked without one. It's like a part of my face now. You know what I mean? So, but I realized that people were saying that, you know, because I'm the first person to say love yourself, be who you are, and be all right with who you are. But it's like, how you telling me to love who I am and you can't take your damn hat off? So the whole first season of World of Dance I did without my hat for that reason, to prove a point. Like, I don't give a damn what y'all think. It's just comfort for me. I'm comfortable in a hat. It's just who I am. It's who I've been for a really, really long time. I don't give a damn if y'all see this dome. I got a big old head, and it ain't like I can really hide that from anybody. It is what it is.
What's like the weirdest place or time that you wore your hat? Because, I mean, obviously you don't wear it in the shower, but like you seem like the type that might wear it through sex or, you know, something weird. Like, yo, take your hat off.
I will say this. I'll say this. In my earlier days, you know, definitely before I took this jump, there have been requests. There have been situations where, you know, it's going down and you go, oh, baby, put the hat on. And like, put the hat on? Like, yeah, I want to feel like I'm with Neo from the 1 in a Million video. I'm like, all right, you know, and I throw the hat on and we get it in, and it is what it is. If that's what you want, cool. I ain't tripping, you know. I'm a people pleaser. It's fine. That's all good.
Well, congratulations to you. Speaking of that, you and the wifey like working it out.
Yeah, man.
I want to see more of that. You know, where if you look at the new age and how people look at relationships, ain't nobody really valuing commitment anymore, or, you know, they trying to get flued out, trying to get these Birkin bags, all of these materialistic things, but like staying together and knowing the importance of just working out your differences, knowing that, you know, you're an individual, your partner's an individual, and that you're gonna butt heads from time to time. But the key is, like, what would you say to people who are looking at, you know, artists like you as motivation? Like, okay, I can get married, and, you know, because if you look at other people's relationships, it's like, yo, I'm staying single forever. Like, I'm not doing this, you know?
I mean,
So
I feel like nowadays people are just so prone to put everybody in their business. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, I definitely announced my divorce because some blogs and whatnot had already got a hold of it. So I wanted to get out in front of that before they went out and told the story the wrong way. You
and the
know, so I
song,
definitely,
by the way.
yeah. But at the same time, I feel like we're so inclined now to put everybody in our business. And then when people judge or give their opinion, now you're mad. It's like, well, then don't put them in your business. Like, if you don't tell people what's going on with you, then they can't talk about what's going on with you. You know, it's the whole concept of you in a relationship and you and your man is fighting and you tell your homegirls that y'all fighting. So now your homegirls like, that's right, girl, forget him. And then y'all make back up. But now you can't kick it with that. He uncomfortable when you get around that homegirl because they didn't make up. Like, she's still mad at him. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing. I feel like there are certain things about your relationship that are supposed to be for just you and whoever you with. Like, that's how that's supposed to rock. If you put everybody in every aspect of your relationship, I guarantee you at some point, those people being involved will be part of the reason why y'all ain't together no more, because you're going to start making their opinions matter more than they do. Let your single girl tell you do by your man. Don't let that happen. She's single for a reason. Stop. Don't listen to her. Same thing, fellas. Same thing. Your homeboy that's got 6 or 7 baby mamas, don't talk to him about your girl. Don't talk to him about your relationship. If he knew how to do it, he'd have did it. Stop that. The one, okay, but all jokes aside,
Kevin Hart came out just then. That was almost
he really did. I'm
dead
sorry.
on.
The one piece of advice that I would give that, you know, and this is for men, for women, for all relationships of all shapes, colors, sizes, whatever the case may be. You have to be honest with yourself about where it is you want to be and what it is you want to do. If you are genuinely not ready to be married, don't get married. Don't waste your time. Don't waste that other person's time. Don't waste the energy. Like, because mind you, being married is not always an easy thing. Like, it's that better or for worse. People say that in the vows and overlook it like the worst thing coming. No, the worst is gonna come. All right, it's real easy to lock into all the things that I love about you. Oh, I love the way her hair smells. Oh, I love the way she smiles at me. Oh, of course you do. Those are all the positive things. You got to figure out the negative stuff, and if you can deal with that too. Like when she get mad at you for seemingly no reason and won't talk to you for 3 days, and can you deal with that? Like, these are the things that you have to consider before you go.
Of the month, you know, those are things you got to understand, and we have no.
There's always a reason. Is getting to it that becomes a little difficult sometimes, but there's always a reason. But these are the things that you got to factor in. Can I deal with this before you go? I want to be with this person, and then you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, do I want to be with one person forever? Because that's what marriage is supposed to be. It's designed to be forever. That's why this is a band. It goes all the way around the finger. There is no break in that. It's supposed to be forever. So look at who you with and genuinely ask yourself, and not when you get upset, not when you mad and finding reasons to be mad at stuff. What she too loud? Or you breathe funny when you sleep. No, like look at this person and go, can I really spend the rest of my life with you? Can I really deal with your BS for the rest of my life? Because we already know we can deal with the good stuff. Can I deal with the bad elements of you for the rest of my life? If you can't answer that question quickly with a yes, you might want to start reevaluating some things, because you might be putting yourself in a situation that you don't need to be in. And it takes being honest with yourself, being honest with that person. Like, don't waste somebody's time because you wasn't brave enough to keep it funky about how you really felt, not how you tell them you feel because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, not how you tell them you feel because you really doing this on the side and you don't want to get caught, but how you genuinely feel about this person. Do you really want that forever? If you don't, you need to say that, and you need to do this, because otherwise it's just gonna get harder and harder and harder and harder to keep up something that ain't real.
Facts. And at the same note, taking it a little bit deeper, knowing that about yourself, can this person accept you for all of your flaws? And because you know, it's easy to see other people's flaws, like, well, I mean, she fart in her sleep a lot, or whatever the little things may be, but like, you have some things that you need to work on too. And if she accepts that, taking that in, like, well, dang, you know, she does accept me for the crazy stuff that I do.
Oh. You froze. There?
Yeah.
Hello? You there?
See,
No, it froze for a second. My bad.
no
Yeah.
problem, no problem.
And
But
my
anyway,
kids is on the Wi-Fi downstairs, so it's acting stupid.
yes. Well, speaking of kids, because I know I got to get ready to let you go. So you have, how many, is it 3 sons or four?
I have
4?
3 sons and a daughter. Yes. My daughter is my oldest. Is 10. Well, she'll be 10 next month. November 12th, she'll be 10, 9, 4, and 2.
Oh, there's a little break in between. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nah. Okay, cool. So look, with everything going on, all these
Mm-hmm.
marches, you know, one of the biggest elections, most important, I feel, of my lifetime, of anybody's lifetime. What do you say to your kids? You know, what is the mood in your household for what's going on? Because I know that the older ones are paying attention. Like, what's that conversation sound like?
I can genuinely say that even the older ones are not paying that much attention because I'm really good at creating a bubble of safety to where the outside world don't even exist. You know what I'm saying? That's always been my thing for me and mine, be it my family, be it my mother, my sister. I'm gonna put us in a bubble that is so comfortable we're not gonna concern ourselves with what's happening outside. And I hate the fact that I have to kind of take that comfort from my children at some point. Right now, the world is rainbows and gumdrops for them. That's all they know. All they know is happy. And the good guy always wins, and fair play is a real thing. That's all they know right now. Now, I know that at some point, I'm going to have to pull that rug and be like, listen, there are people on this planet that don't like you just because. Well, just because what? Just because. Just because. Because your skin is a different color, because your daddy is rich, whatever. Don't even have to be them reasons. It can literally be just because you're you and they're them. This is the reality of the world that you live in. Everybody not your friend. Everybody does not have your best interest at the forefront of their brain. And, you know, it kind of saddens me a little bit that I have to take that joy from my kids at some point. Now, mind you, I feel like I might got a little minute before I have to do it for my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old. But my 10-year-old and my 9-year-old, that's a talk that's coming real soon. And I'm not looking forward to it. But it's when it has to be. It's when it has to be had, you know, because I'm raising a young queen and a young king, and I got to make sure that they are an asset to this world as opposed to a liability. So I know it's a talk that has to be had. I'm taking my time with it, but yeah, I'm definitely going to make sure that they understand, you know, where they live and how to navigate it. That's the most important thing. It's not just letting them know that the world is a terrible place in a lot of instances and aspects, but it's about teaching them how to navigate this storm that I'm about to put them in.
Facts. Well, Neo, I appreciate you and your time. The hashtag You the Love Challenge. Make sure y'all go get all up in that. You know, the hat tricks. I'm gonna have to study that. Download the song, buy the song, stream the song, all of that. And we'll be looking forward to your future projects. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing. We need artists like you. So thank you. God
Indeed.
bless.
Appreciate the love, Mama. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Peace. Thanks, y'all.